If you see a house where there shouldn't be one, keep driving. It was just past midnight when Mark turned off the main road, taking the long, winding detour through the hills, a shortcut he'd used for years. The fog had rolled in thicker than usual, blanketing the landscape in a dull gray haze. The only sound was the hum of his tires on the asphalt and the occasional hiss of wind against his windows. That's when he saw it. Perched on the hill to his right. A house. Old. Crooked. Completely out of place. It hadn't been there before. Mark was sure of it. He'd driven this road 100 times, even in daylight. That hill had always been empty. But now, behind the veil of mist, stood a two-story house with rotting shutters, a sagging porch, and windows as dark as dead eyes. Drawn by a mixture of curiosity and unease, Mark slowed down. He pulled over, engine idling, heart thudding. He shouldn't have gotten out of the car. But he did. The air was colder outside. Still. Too still. Mark walked toward the hill, gravel crunching under his boots. The house loomed above, partially swallowed by fog. No lights. No sound. Halfway up, he noticed something strange. The closer he got, the more the noise from the world faded. No wind. No crickets. No distant cars. Just silence. By the time he reached the front porch, it felt like the entire world had stopped breathing. He reached out and touched the rusted doorknob. And in an instant, the house vanished. Gone. Not collapsed. Not faded. Just gone. Mark stood frozen, his hand now grasping empty air. The porch was no longer beneath him, just damp grass. The fog had lifted slightly, revealing the empty hilltop once more. There was nothing there. No foundation. No debris. Not even a footprint. Just a quiet slope under the moonlight. Mark stumbled back down the hill and drove away, heart racing, sweat beading on his neck despite the chill. He didn't stop until he was home, locking every door behind him. But he didn't sleep. Because something about the house had looked back at him. The next morning, he returned. Of course he did. He needed proof that it had never been there. Needed to confirm he was just tired, stressed, hallucinating. But the hill was as empty as it had ever been. Wild grass. A few trees. No path. No house. He turned to leave. Then he heard it. A whisper. Right behind him. You shouldn't have come. Mark spun around. Nothing. But for a second, just 1 second, he saw a shape in the fog. A silhouette. Standing exactly where the front door had been the night before. Then it faded. After that, Mark changed. He stopped driving at night. Avoided hills. Fog. He never spoke of the house. Not once. But those close to him said he began hearing things. Voices in static. Footsteps outside his door. Knocks at 3:13 a.m. every night, always 3 knocks. Always from the back door. And then came the dreams. The house was back. In his sleep, it called to him. Each time, it looked different, burned, sunken, overgrown, but he always recognized it. One night, he told his brother, "It's not where the house is. It's when." No one understood what he meant. Until the night he disappeared. His car was found abandoned at the side of the same hill road. Engine cold. Keys still in the ignition. No sign of Mark. Except a trail of fresh footprints leading up the hill. And at the top, pressed into the grass, the shape of a foundation. An outline of a house. Locals say the house only appears to those it's chosen. Those who see it can't resist going closer. And once you touch it, you belong to it. It doesn't want visitors. It wants residents. So if you ever see a house appear where none should be, keep driving. Don't look back. Because once it sees you, it never forgets.